When most people think about investing, they picture stocks, bonds, or maybe real estate. But behind the scenes, there's another market quietly moving trillions of dollars every year. Thousands of businesses still need money to expand, hire employees, build factories, or acquire competitors. Many of those loans never come from traditional banks. Instead, they come from private lenders. And today, everyday investors can participate in the hidden world through a company called Blue Owl Capital Corporation, or OBDC. For decades, banks were the primary source of business lending. If a growing company needed capital, the local bank was often the first place they turned. But after the global financial crisis, new regulations required banks to hold more capital and become far more selective about the loans they made. That created an opportunity for a different kind of lender. Private investment firms stepped into the gap. Instead of taking deposits like banks, they raised money from investors and lent it directly to businesses. Over time, private credit evolved into one of the fastest growing areas of modern finance. Blue Owl Capital recognized this shift early. Rather than competing with traditional banks, it focused on providing financing to established middle market companies. Businesses that are often too large for small banks, but too small to issue public bonds. Blue Owl Capital Corporation, or OBDC, is one of the firm's publicly traded business development companies. Its mission is straightforward: provide loans to carefully selected businesses and collect the interest those loans generate. When investors buy shares of the OBDC, they're not simply purchasing another dividend stock. In many ways, they're becoming part of the lending business itself, earning income from companies that rely on private capital to grow. So how does OBDC actually generate income? It starts by lending money to middle market businesses, companies that are already established, profitable, and looking to grow. These aren't risky startups chasing an idea. They are often companies expanding operations, acquiring competitors, or investing in the next stage of their business. In return for providing that capital, those businesses make regular interest payments. That interest becomes the primary source of income flowing into OBDC. And after covering expenses, much of that income is distributed to shareholders as dividends. Many of OBDC's loans also carry floating interest rates. That means when interest rates rise, the income generated from many of those loans can rise as well. It's one reason private credit attracted so much attention during the recent rate hiking cycle. For income investors, OBDC offers something that's becoming increasingly difficult to find: the potential for attracting cash flow backed by a diversified portfolio of private loans, managed by one of the largest alternative investment firms in the world. But lending is never risk-free. If the economy slows, some businesses may struggle. A borrower could miss interest payments, or, in more serious cases, default on a loan altogether. That's why OBDC does not rely on just one company. Its capital is spread across hundreds of investments in different industries. Diversification can't eliminate risk, but it helps prevent any single loan from determining the portfolio's future. For generations, many investors believe wealth could only be built by owning great companies. But modern investing has expanded far beyond the stock market. Private credit reminds us that businesses don't only create value by selling products. They also create value by borrowing capital to grow. And sometimes the lender can build wealth alongside the business itself. OBDC is not simply another high-yield investment. It's a window into an entire financial ecosystem that most people never see. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson of all. Sometimes the most powerful income opportunities aren't found by asking, "What company should I own?" but by asking, "Who is helping those companies grow?" If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Income Stack Investing and let me know which investment or investing concept you'd like to explore next. Follow if you want to get paid, not trade.